Well, hey there, my friends. Welcome to my channel, Ink and Whimsy. This is Laura Daniels, and I am so happy you decided to spend a little bit of your day with me. Well, it's kind of been a hot minute since I've done a scrapbooking video, and with this one, I'm starting a brand new series. I'm using 8.5 by 11 pages, and it's going to be called a storybook. Those of you that have followed me on my channel know that I just love to tell a good story. And I love to tell a good story on Facebook. I love to tell a good story over a glass of wine. I love to tell a good story with my scrapbook pages. So today I have a story to share, and we are going to put it together on an 8.5 by 11 page, like I said. So I hope you'll stick around and watch me use the All About Simply Zinnia's paper collection, and you've got to hear this story. You are going to crack up, I promise. So I'm going to clear this all away, and we're going to get started. Now, every time I do an 8.5 by 11 storybook page, it's going to start from inspiration I've gotten from a card I've created. So this is a card, and you can see here how I have some images that are stamped but are not colored in. These are fussy cut, and then I have some embossing, and I have this beautiful paper right here. I fussy cut out of this, and then this is another page in the collection here. So we're going to use this as our inspiration, and we're going to see how this comes together. I'm kind of excited. I want to keep this off to the side so that you can see it. So I'll just move this out of the way, and I'll put that right there. I think that's pretty clear. We'll kind of move this up just a titch. All right, so I already have my 8.5 by 11 cardstock white. I wanted to have a white trim around it. So this is basically what I'm going to do right here. You know, one of the things that's always so hard is when I go to do a scrapbook page and I have to use one side of the paper and I flip it over, and then there's just this beautiful print on the other side that I have to say goodbye to in order to say hello. I think there's a quote, something like that. One of the things I forgot to do was to secure my initial page down, and these are removable glue dots. You saw me use these in my previous scrapbook videos, and it really helps just to keep the paper secure. There we go. All right, so it doesn't go all over the place. All right, so here we go. We're going to lay this one down. And for those of you that have also watched my channel, you know I just like to eyeball it. That's where I go. All right, so along the side, you can see on the card, I have the torn paper to the left, but I'm going to switch this up because this is just my inspiration. But I love the green in different places to bring out the green in the leaves. So I want to lay this down. And I want a little bit of this beautiful color showing. And no, I cannot remember the name of the color. Can you tell just from the fact that I am not saying it? I am dancing around having to name the color. And that's one thing I was going to do, was actually write it down before I started filming. And, well, that didn't happen. All right, and then I tore... Basically, you know what I did is all I did is I cut a piece like this and I flipped it over going, okay, well now I want to use this side on it. So that's what I'm going to do. But I love having the two different prints next to each other. So we're going to slide this right under here. And I think that looks pretty. There we go. So we're bringing out the green just like in the card. You know, I'm wondering, do I want to do this twine right here? Gosh, that looks beautiful. Maybe, I'm not sure. Simply because, is it going to lift the back side? I don't know. These little things, I just don't know. Okay, so next, what I want to do is lay down the base And this is going to be the base of where my photo is going to be with my flip flap. And you guys know what I did? I took a still shot of the actual scrapbook page, right? And then I was going to look at it while I am filming for you all. But guess what I'm using to actually film with? The camera that has the actual still shot on it. Oh my gosh. I am seriously such a goof. So now we are really going to wing it. I am trying to remember if this was even crooked. But I think I do want it to be crooked. All right, let's see here. I'm thinking that I want it to be straight. I think I want it to be straight. And I need room for the story up here, and there really is quite a bit of journaling. I've already written the story and attached it to a background. All right, so I want to move it. I think about right there will be good. So let's see. Yeah. I was doing the close to my heart, you flip it over and there's a lighter side. This is not the same thing. However, I did hear that Stampin' Up! Is going to go in that direction, which will be awesome, won't it? Okay, now looking at our card, our inspiration, you can see that I embossed some white to go on the background there, like my daughter would say. So I embossed this. Is that not stunning? And look at the flip side is just as pretty as that side. So you can choose. It really doesn't make a difference which side you use. And this is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And it's really neat. Just set it in there. Now there is you want to go just below this rim here. So you set it here, you run it through your embossing machine, and you are done. And this is 3D, which means it has even more detailed embossing on it, which makes it even more stunning. So I'm going to use this glue right here to make sure we have, I want to use this side, I like that side, so that we have a real good seal on it. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's set this down right in the middle, as it should be. All right. Give it a little press. So this story is about zinnias and bees. My husband started a hobby of bees, beehives, and he has gone from 3 beehives to 6 beehives. Now that means there are literally hundreds of thousands of bees. Now, the end of the story is so funny, and it's hidden behind the flip flap. So you need to wait to the end of the video to hear the entire story, but this is going to go right here. So what I can do, I need to keep it sealed, or you guys are going to try to look underneath. I just know it. Now, there are 2 options here. You can put this on the top of your page protector, or like you've seen me do in previous videos, you can literally attach it to your scrapbook page, which makes it easier to show when you want to just share your pages on YouTube. And then what you do is you just cut a slit so that it opens on top of the page, but it's sealed on the scrapbook page. Does that make sense? All right, so we're going to peel this off. Now what's really important here is that you get it set where you want to the first time, because once you press it, girl, it's all over. It's done. It is done. And this paper clip is not just for you, it's for me, because I will so easily forget, and then what I'll start doing is talking, flipping it around, and basically telling you the story that I don't want you to know about. Now I'm wondering if I want green in the corners on both these sides. So let me tear one and see how it looks. And I want this side. I may not do both, so I just want to show a little bit of the white, kind of go back and forth. I don't want it that big, but I wanted it going up high enough. Well, that's definitely going there, so we're going to attach that. You're probably saying she's being awfully brave since she hasn't even laid down her die cut pieces and all that stuff right there. I want to move it over just a bit. No, I should do the same almost. Okay, there we go. Let's do that. And I'm going to rip this just in case I want to use it. Okay, so we're going to start right up here at the edge. And I think I needed to go, yep, I'm not happy. There we go. And I do want to rough these up a bit, which I forgot to do from said piece at the bottom, but that's okay. You can literally fiddle with it like I am. There. Oh, I kind of like that. All right. A little torn piece right there, but that's the way it goes. All right, so now if I lay down the story, you're going to start reading it, so I can't do that. I kind of like this right here. I think I want to put this one down. Let me see. Hold on, Margot. What do you think? We're going for it. We're going to do it. I mean, really, I'm happy with it. That's all that matters. And they're not supposed to be the same for anyone that's going, well, that's kind of a different diagonal because it's going to be covered a lot. The majority of this top piece will be covered. Okay, so now I want to do my cluster down here on the bottom. And this is basically what I'm putting down here, and then I'm putting something else up here underneath my journaling. So you see how I have the stamped images and then the fussy cut images. So I have those, and then I've added some of the die cuts, which I think are beautiful. All right, so here's some of the pieces I was fiddling with. And I want to put, we're just going to start laying them down for one thing. And now see, it can go over this for the simple reason that the flip flap, it's already attached. It's not like it's a card and it has to go off the page. That's what I'm trying to intelligently say here. I think I want, let's see, no, I do want that there. And I need to be able to put a stamp here because I have a small title. So I think, I say without peeking, we'll put this right here. Well, that looks pretty. And then this here, we have our stem with the leaves. Then bring a little green right there. And then I need some black and white over here. You know what? I want to do that below it. And put this right here. Then we can add this. Oh, well, okay. So we're kind of starting here. We're kind of starting here. This is how we're going to do it. Because I still have a flower to add on the top with those die cut pieces. I like that. Let's just stick that baby down. All right, let's do this. I do want to change that a little bit so I see a little more of the green. Okay. Then this needs to be tucked underneath. This right there. Okay. And I think this should go here actually. So if you are enjoying the video at this point, I hope you give me a thumbs up. That's an inexpensive way for you to support my channel, to encourage me and say, Laura, keep doing what you're doing because we are enjoying it. Now, if you want to leave a comment, that makes it even better, but the thumbs up and just taking the time to view it, I really appreciate it, so thank you. I'm not sure if I like that. I want to move it over underneath that, and I want this right here, right there. I just wanted to make sure I had a little bit of black and white with the color because there's white there. Alrighty, so there we have, we're still following the card. We have this pretty little piece. All right, I'm setting that there temporarily because I cut out some of these zinnias. Now, let me show you. This is the stamp set. These are incredibly beautiful to color. So beautiful. And I love this phrase right here, sending flowers and thinking of you. Now, when you open up the stamp set, you've got the stamps, and then here are the die cuts. So what I did is I cut out 3 of these. These are the, I do not know what those are called. See them on the zinnia right here that's in our flower garden? And then here's the center. So I cut out this, this, and this piece right here. All right, let me put this up. So let's see if I can do this. We have all these pieces. How do I want these colors? Oh, well, there you go. That's exactly how I want it. And where do I want to put it? I think, I know you're probably thinking, why is she putting it right on top? Because it's going to be on dimensionals once it's done. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, so the first piece is not going to be on a dimensional. We're just going to plop it down. It's going to go right there. Okay, and then we have the next piece. Do I want that on dimensional? No. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. What a goob. Okay, there we go. Let's do it this way. Now it's all sticking. Right there. I think what I want to do is build the flower. No, lift it up. I know, I'm making you nervous. Believe me, I'm making me nervous too. And I want to get a dimensional right here. And I want a dimensional on the back of this. Am I doing this right? Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna go right here. Why is this? Oh my gosh. Oh, that came off. Thank goodness. Let's not. Well, golly, Pete. Nothing is ever as easy as it looks, is it? And I'm sure I'm doing this all backwards. But now I want some of these right there. Okay. All right, I'm going to stick that right there. I know, you're always just as amazed as I am that these things actually come together because I look like I don't even have a clue as to what I'm doing when I'm standing here putting these together. All right, stick that down right there. And this is going to be interesting. I don't know how people use those tweezers to hold these things and not drop them. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. And I wonder if I need another stem, or does it kind of look like it all goes together? Let's get this put together up here. And while I'm putting it together, I'm going to start telling you the story. And then at the end, you're going to see behind this flap, okay? So it all started when on a Sunday afternoon, my husband and I decided to go rent a tiller from Home Depot because we had some areas that we wanted to plant flowers in. So we rented the tiller. It was a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And we got a couple of them done. And Jerry said, babe, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to go check on the girls. Now his girls are all the bees in the beehive, okay? So he goes to check on his girls and he comes in about a half hour later and he's gone, dang, he used another word. I just really stirred them up. I said, what, they weren't happy? He goes, no. He goes, that Italian queen bee, she has a bit of an attitude. And he came in and he had gotten stung 10 times. Well, we were still going to go over and till the soil over here for my zinnias, right? And I said, Jerry, I said, I don't know about that. I said, because those zinnias are right by your beehives. I don't know that I want to, you know, be over there running the tiller. He goes, no, they're all right. They're all calmed down. I go, seriously, Jerry? I said, let me tell you something. I said, if they start buzzing around my head, I said, I'm out of there. He goes, okay. He goes, okay. You don't need to worry about it, though. It's not going to happen. I said, okay. I said, okay. I have to move that down. Oh, that looks better right there. So we go over there. Now, keep in mind, he's already been stung 10 times. And this zinnia garden is very close to the beehives. Now, you may look at it and not think so. Maybe I should share a photo at some point. So, we go out there, and I have my ball cap on, I got my jeans on, and I'm kind of kneeling down and moving the straw so we can get to the point where we can run the tiller. We have not even started running the tiller. And all of a sudden, these two little Italian bees, because they have a queen bee with an attitude, so now the two of them have an attitude, and they come buzzing in front of my head, right in front of my face. Bzz, bzz. Okay, y'all, I cannot do well. I don't do well with bees at all. I said, that's it. I'm out of here. And I put everything down. I just got up and started walking away. And of course, I didn't want to run because you never know if the neighbors are watching, right? So I didn't want to run. I just started walking fast. And next thing I hear is this thundering on the ground. And I'm going, what is that? And it's my husband. He's running up behind me and he is swatting. He is running fast and he is cursing. Well, girlfriend, let me tell you something. I went from walking fast to I was running to save my life. I did not care where Jerry was. All I was doing was trying to find the safety of the back door. And I ran in the house. He came behind me, slammed the door, and he had gotten stung another 5 times. And I said, Jerry, I am not going out there. I am not going out there. I am not going out there. I said, I don't know how we're going to get it tilled. I don't know what we're going to do. He said, babe, he said, don't worry about it. I got it. Y'all ready for the end of this, the story? So I hear the tiller going and I open the front door because I'm still thinking there might be some of those bees with attitudes. I'm not going on that front porch. So I am just literally looking from the front door and I look out and then there's my husband. He has on his full bee suit. He is tilling the soil. So I just started cracking up. And you know, that's not the best photo. I didn't want that on the front page. So I thought, okay, let me take a picture of the zinnias. I'll put the picture of Jerry with this bee suit because it is such a funny story. And I'll have a zinnia on the front. So that's where and how we ended up where we're at with the zinnia on the front. But I tell you, those bees. If he would, now the honey is delicious, but if he were to get rid of those beehives, even if he just went down to 3, I think I'd be quite content. I would be happy. He could do 3. Scrap paper. Let's see how this is doing. This is an old Close to My Heart stamp. Now, one of the things Stampin' Up is going to do is they're going to start coming out with title stamps and stamps to go with their scrapbook kits, which I am incredibly excited about. Good vibes only. I don't know if that's going to fit. Do you? Maybe. Oh, it's going to be dicey. Maybe what I need to do is fussy cut it out. What do you think? I wanted it to go right there. Now I could move all that down You think that could be moved down? Ooh, that came out real good because I want it right there. All right, I am pausing the video so you won't see this painful process, and I will be right back. All right, you guys are making me nervous watching me. I just thought I was going to mess it all up. I think it came out good. It's supposed to be a little crooked. I got it just below that leaf right there. And now I'm going to add some of these dots. I think these are Stampin' Up, actually. I think they're old, but they're Stampin' Up. So does that qualify that I still use them? I think so. And this is the pickup tool, which is awesome. I am still figuring out how to use it, so don't judge me, girls. Oh, I like that, the red and the green. Got to do our 3s. And then I want something down here. Let's do some green. All right, so here's your question. How do you feel about bees? Are you like, get up close to the bees and the buzzing doesn't bother you? Or is it you don't even want to be anywhere near those? Or you know what? Maybe you even have a beehive. Do you or your husband, are you beekeepers? The honey is absolutely delicious. I love it. All right, my friends, let's look at the 2. What do you think? How did it come out? I actually love it. I really think it came out, and I'm so glad I have the story. I have the story written down so that the kids will be able to read this one day. And looking out the front door and seeing my husband in his bee suit had me dying laughing. He is such a trooper. Now this is him with at least 15 bee stings, and they still had an attitude. They were still flying around him. We have since the queen bee, the one with the attitude, they only live so long as she's not around anymore, and the rest of the beehive is pretty much calmed down. All right, friends, until we meet again, God bless and an incredible day. Don't forget to hit the button and check out this next video that I have set aside just for you. Bye-bye.